you're watching German Gyan. My name is Gyan, and guys, in this video we're gonna cover a very ultimate question of yours. So the question which you have sent me is, can we change the course while we are traveling to Germany? In Germany, if we are staying and we have gone for one course, and in Germany we want to change the course, is that possible? So yes guys, in this video let's give you answer in detail. You can change, yes or no. If yes, then what are the chances? If no, then how the scenario works. So yes, make sure to be there in this video till end. Make sure to share this video. In case you are watching for the very first time, then my name is Nidhi, I'm a CEO and the founder of German Gyan. German Gyan provides you online and offline classes. We do provide teacher training program, exam preparation, brush up classes, interview preparation and whatnot. So why to waste time? Let's get into this video and let's get into the answer. Let's go.
Can you change your course in Germany? Have you chosen the wrong course in Germany? Or maybe you have realized that your interests have changed. Don't worry, you are not alone. The good news is that yes, international students can change their course in Germany. In many cases, you can even change your university, your city, or study in a different language if you meet the admission requirements. However, there are some important conditions that you need to know before making this decision. Let's go through everything step by step. Why do students change their course? There are many reasons why students decide to change their course. Some students discover that they are no longer interested in the subject they choose. Others find the course much more difficult than expected. Many students also switch because they find better career opportunities, realize they selected the wrong course, develop new career goals, receive admission from a better university, or simply want to study in a different city. Changing your course is actually more common than many people think. When you can change. So, when you can actually change your course. You can change before your studies begin, during your first semester, after 1 or 2 semesters, or after receiving admission to another program. Generally, the earlier you make your decision, the smoother the process will be. Waiting too long may make things more complicated. Can you change your university too? The answer is yes. For example, if you are studying at University A but receive admission from University B, you can transfer after completing the necessary formalities. In some cases, your previous academic credits may also be recognized depending on how similar the curriculum is. Will you need to apply again? One common question students ask is whether they need to apply again. In most situations, the answer is yes. You will usually need to submit a fresh application, meet the admission requirements, provide all necessary documents, and wait for an admission offer. Changing your course is not automatic. It follows the normal admission process. What happens to a student visa? This is probably the biggest concern for international students. In many situations, you can continue using your student residence permit if your new course still matches the purpose of your stay in Germany. However, if you are making a significant change, especially after studying for a longer period, you may need to inform the immigration authorities. Always follow the official instruction whenever required. Can you switch to a completely different field? What if you want to change your entire field? For example, engineering to business, business to computer science, or biology to data science. Yes, this may be possible. But remember, you will still have to meet the admission requirements of the new program. This could include previous academic qualifications, prerequisite subjects, or language certificates. Will your previous credits transfer? Many students also ask whether their previous credits can be transferred. Sometimes they can, but it depends. The university will evaluate how similar the subjects are, the number of credits you have earned, and how closely the curriculum matches. If your credits are accepted, you may not need to repeat those courses. Will changing your course delay your graduation? Possibly. If many of your previous credits cannot be transferred, you may need to start from an earlier semester. But many students believe that spending a little extra time on the right course is much better than completing a degree they don't enjoy. What documents may be needed? When applying for a new course, you may be asked to submit several documents. These often include your previous admission letter, academic transcripts, passport, language certificate, motivation letter if required, updated CV, and proof of your previous studies. The exact requirements depend on the university, so always check the official admission guidelines. Can you change from a private to a public university? Yes, many international students change from the private universities to public universities. The main reasons are lower tuition costs and different academic opportunities. However, you will still need to satisfy the admission requirements of the public university before you can make the switch. Can you change after 1 year? What if you have already completed 1 year of studies? Yes, changing is still possible. However, at this stage, it's important to think about the time you have already invested, whether your credits will transfer, your academic process, and any implications for a residence permit. If you are unsure, it's a good idea to speak with your university's international office and, if necessary, the local immigration authority before making a final decision.
So guys, how was this video? I hope you are very much clear with the answer that whether you can change or not. So yes, thank you so much for chatting. Lots of love. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, keep learning German with German Gyan. Take care.